Hello YouTube, please excuse my way of making this video. I do not have a screen recorder installed on my PC, so I'm just recording the screen. Well, anyhow, I did rejoin the affiliate program of Banggood. I was in there, but somehow I got, I don't know, kicked out, deleted, or I don't know what happened. Anyhow, I did rejoin it and I wanted to put a video together with the products I got from them and put it also in one video, and the links all in the description, so you don't have to move within my videos and look and search for the video in question. So here we go. This is my belt sander, and I showed it in my previous video that I did earlier today, which is a very long video, and thank you for all the people that commented on it and actually did watch it. I don't know how far they watched, but they did watch it, so thank you for that. And let me tell you a little bit about the belt sander. I have it, I love it, I use it almost daily to grind anything steel, drill bits, PCBs that have mouse bites on them, for example, and I just love it. It does come with 10 belts. I'm sure it is still the same. It has a 20mm belt. Some of them, you might find them cheaper, but they have most likely 10mm belt, and this one has a 20mm belt. And you can find the belts on AliExpress. I haven't looked if Banggood does offer the belts also, but you can get them. And what is very important on this belt sander is, because I saw some they don't have it, is this piece up there, which with this screw you can adjust the belt, the run of the belt. And some of the cheaper ones don't have this, so you will never be able to adjust the belt. It will gonna jump off or grind on the left or the right side, or on the right side it will jump off or grind on the left side. So this is a very important feature. Plus the ones I saw that are cheaper are just bent steel plates, and this is aluminum, and it's nicely machined. I showed it and I mentioned it in my previous video. All the edges are chamfered, so you don't have sharp edges on any of this place, on any of the belt sander. And I did print a 3D cover for the motor, and I shared this on Tindy, and you can go. I will have a link to my Thingiverse. I shared it on Thingiverse. I have a Tindy store, yes. I shared it on Thingiverse. You can go there, download it for free, print it yourself, and can cover. Not that you need it, it just looks nicer. So this is the belt sander. I love it. It's a great quality, and you can grind steel. You do get belts with it with different grids, and it's really a useful little tool. Plus it looks awesome. So if you're into machines, you will put it on your desk just so you can see it every day. So that is one of them. The next one is my mini PC, which is running behind this monitor here. This is the upgraded version. Mine is not available no more. I had this one has 6 gigs. Let me see if I hit it right. Yes, 6 gigs with 64 gigabytes hard drive, or SSD, not hard drive, SSD. Mine has 4 and 32 gigabytes. I did add a 128 gigabyte SSD, and I'm running it with it. I'm running it on 2 monitors, and you've seen my videos. It's running, by the way, it's running 24/7. I never turn it off. I just turn off the monitors. And how I do that? Pretty easy. Like this. I turn it off. I leave it running 24/7. It only shuts down not so nice when the power goes out, and then I turn it back on in the morning and I keep working from where I left off. I have mute the TV. So this is how I do it, as I said, and it was up for several weeks, 24/7, without shutting it down, and it just works. It doesn't get warm. It does have a fan, which most of the time doesn't even run, and if it runs, it's so quiet you don't hear it. So that was a big step up from my laptop that you saw maybe in my previous video, the Sony laptop. That thing was like a turbine. I mean, that thing, the fan of it was so loud, and it crashed on me several times. And the funny thing is, when the laptop crashed, everything was gone. The pages were gone, everything. If this PC crashes, the pages are gone too, but if I click on reload, it does open all the windows again. So it's not big deal. And I do save a lot because I'm always afraid that the power is gonna go out. So this is the PC, mini PC. I mean, it works great. What I do, I work with, what programs do I work? You can see it down here in the bottom, maybe. I work with Eagle, CADSoft Eagle for my PCB. I right now have, for example, my CADSoft Eagle open, as you see here. I used to edit pictures. I use it with Arduino codes, of course, and it just works. And I have it for I don't even remember. It's over a year, maybe even almost 2 years, and it's running ever since. So that is also a great mini PC. This is, I don't have this yet. This is a let me read it, a 4-stroke RC engine, and I saw a YouTube of this and I fell in love with it. What I have, I showed in the video, is this little guy. This is 3D printed, and I just love the detail of it, and it's running. I made a video of it, and all the belts turn and everything. It has ball bearings on all the rotating parts, and it's just, I mean, I love V8s, I love American cars. Most of my cars were American. Fortunately, again, my current car is also American. It's a Chrysler 300C wagon, which looks like a Chrysler 300C in the front, not like the Dodge Magnums, right? So, and I would love to get this engine, but you see the price, it's untouchable almost, unfortunately. But still, I am a knucklehead. I'm a petrolhead too, like somebody wrote in the comments, but less than before. But I would still love to have this, just to, not to put it in an RC car, but just to have it and have it run and hear it run and smell the, well, it doesn't smell as good as benzene, gasoline engines, but it's nice. So it's not nothing for inside, but I'm crazy enough I would run it inside too, next to the window. But this is something that I would love to have. So I skip that then to the next. Okay, this one I don't have either, but I like it very much. As you know, I'm a sucker for all LED displays, and this one has one. And what I currently use, let me get the dust off it, is the infrared thermometers that you saw, I'm sure, many times before. And this is just a smaller version, plus it has an OLED display, so that one I will buy, or maybe Banggood will be kind enough to send it to me. So I put a link in that too. I'm just thinking what people who follow me might like what I like, so that's what I'm trying to share. This is something I would like to have. It's much smaller as this one here, and it has an OLED display. Did I mention that? Anyhow, and it's not It's not expensive at all for 15 bucks. I couldn't make it billiger, yeah, cheaper. Okay, that was it. All the links are in the description, people. Please read the description. Just click on it, it will expand and you will see it. Excuse me, so we are back to that. This is my keyboard that I'm using here. Let me swivel down. Okay, and this is, I'm using this since the day I got it. I don't even remember, this is even older than the PC. And I love it. There's not much more I can say. I love it, I love it, I love it. So it works great. I have it wired up because otherwise I would have to charge it all the time. Obviously it does have a battery, but it's wired to my computer and it works great. So that's the link to that. It comes in black or white. You can choose it here, black or white, and you can choose the country you want to have it shipped from. And you can also choose the switches, blue, brown and red. I think I had blue, I'm not sure quite right now. And now this is the N Pro keyboard, 60% keyboard. It also has a, I can show you, I'm recording the video with the phone. It does have a phone app where you can configure the colors and whatnot, and I have it. And let me just turn off the lights for a second so you see the full glory. So this is how it looks like. And I did this custom color. I did choose that. I did highlight the arrow keys and the print screen keys, but I'm doing all that with my own keyboard. So this is the N Pro keyboard. Maybe I should make the video like this, huh? But then I don't see anything. Okay. Let me plug in my lights. Oh, I also showed you my LED lights, and that's what I'm using in my room. It does save on energy cost as well, so it's running LED. It's one of the most efficient lighting source. Okay, we go to the next. This is my VFD, my variable frequency inverter that I'm using. It's been sitting on my, I'm using it with my minimal. I did a video on that too. It's small, it's great. I also, if I can find it. Of course not. You can get very cheap extension wires for the remote. So you can take this off, the VFD, mount it somewhere where it's dust proof or so it's not in the environment, and just have the controller next to you. So that is also great. VFD. Anyhow, it works great. It works great with my CNC controller, and it will work with any CNC controller for that matter. So that's that. And this is my 3D printer that I also got from Banggood. Thank you, Banggood. And it's much better than the first one I had. And it just works. And you see my print quality that I have. Just for an example, here I have a box that I printed. And let me get some light on it. It does have the elephant foot, all of them do, but the rest of the print, it does have some inside holes for magnets. This was supposed to be a magnetic lid enclosure case or whatever, but the print quality is just Hold on, I need a third hand so I can focus. So, and this was one of the not so good prints. I'm back. Actually, this is old also. I'm much better now with printing on the bottom, so it's just nice. I'm sorry, I need something to drink because I have a dry mouth. And you will find many reviews on YouTube about the Ender 3. It has V-slot rails. Yes, V-slot rails with the wheels, and it's just for the money. I think it is one of, if not the best 3D printer, and I can only highly recommend it. So now I have a sip of my juice. Okay, so this is the Ender, and it has a discount right now, and you can get it. Okay, next one is, these are the linear rails I use on my PNP machine, pick and place, and they are great, good, in between, somewhere around there. So for the money, they are great. If you're looking for the highest quality, you have to pay like 5 times as much as for these, and then you get, of course, quality. I mean, you get always what you pay for. So, but for any regular home use machine, these are great. So you can without doubt buy them, and you see you have all the different sizes and lengths, and they're really good value for your money. Okay, and this is my Ender Star microscope, and this is also a great microscope. It has the, of course you see it, it has the built-in monitor. You can attach a HDMI monitor to it, and it has the 2 lights, which are very bright LED lights, and you have the adjustment here to raise and lower it, and the gold thing turns also for the focus. So it's a great little microscope. Next one is my ever lovely, beloved motion screwdriver. I did print this 3D piece here. Hard to focus again. And it just extends the button. Otherwise the button is real slow and you have to hit it head on. With this you can hit it anywhere, much easier. And this is just a marvel of engineering. I mean, this is beautiful. And I'm lucky enough to have 2. One I got from Banggood, and the other one I got sent directly from the company. And oh, I forgot one thing that I didn't prepare. Here's the other one. This I would take anywhere I have to go to if I need to work on something. And one of them is the ES120, and the newer one, this one, is the ES121. So this one is from Banggood. This one was sent to me by the company directly. These are great tools. I know it's not cheap, but again, you get what you pay for, and you get great quality. You can upgrade the firmware. You can even upload Tetris to it and play Tetris. I know you won't, but it's stupid again. But you can change the firmware. You can upgrade it, and it is a great little tool. I love it. I love it. Okay, so you can get that here also. Actually, the price did drop. It was 129 before. You see now it's 89. And this is the engine again. So, and this is my watch. There's C-Blaze Thor. Actually, mine is 3. This is a newer version. The 3 is not available no more anymore. So this is the newer one. and I have it over here. Let me show it to you. And I also printed a nice stand for it that I found on Thingiverse. And this is my watch and this is the stand. And I routed the wire to the back, screwed it down, what I'm talking. Did bind it down with a transparent, what do you call it, if you go fishing lure. And this is my watch, and I love this watch also. I mean, it's a great watch, smart watch, and I'm sure you know all the functions it has, and I can only recommend it. Z-Blaze is really a nice company. They make great stuff. This watch just works. So, and it looks nice too, because I'm also a visual person, and for me it has to function, it has to work good, and it has to look nice as well. So I can only recommend this watch too. Okay, so the next and last. Okay, this is the solid state drive I have in this PC running behind the monitor. I have the 128GB version, and it's currently sold out. Only the 64 is available. And I mean, of course you can compare them to much more expensive ones, and the expensive one's gonna be faster and this and that, and I mean, how much, I'm sure not everybody is spending as much time as I'm doing in front of the computer, and I cannot complain about the SSD being slow. I cannot complain about the PC, the mini PC being slow. I mean, of course, if you're a hardcore gamer, which I am not, then you will have to have the top notch and the most expensive VGA cards and whatnot. But for the regular Joe, it's great. It works. It's inexpensive, and I had no problems with it. I did have many problems with the so-called expensive hard drives, like Western Digital, or what's worse is Scan. What was the company again? ScanDisk. I had so many micro SD cards fail on me from ScanDisk. I will never buy a ScanDisk anything anymore. I mean, what can you do wrong with a micro SD card? Not much, but I had so many fail on me. And the worst thing is you cannot recover them. You have data on them, and then you eject it by the small icon you get on the computer. If it's plugged in, I eject it there, I take it out, and then I put it back in, and all of a sudden data is still there. You can read the data, no problem, but you can neither delete it nor add to it. It's just frozen in place, in space, and you cannot erase it. Any formatting will fail. It shows like it go through, and then you think, okay, now the drive is empty. You click on it, and boom, you got all your old stuff on there again. And I did try it with OTG adapters on the phone. I did try any program that you can find out there to format. None of them work. It's just as if they have a write protection, write or erase protection. But I never heard of a format protection. But they're just toast. I mean, they work, but you cannot change it anymore. It's like a CD drive. So you can, DVD drives you can rewrite, but CD drives, CD-ROMs you cannot. So it's like a CD micro SD ROM, whatever. So ScanDisk, I stay away from it. If they want to prove me wrong, send it to me and I will test it. Anyhow, this is the hard drive that I have in my PC. I think I made a video of that, how I installed it in the mini PC, and I'm doing great. And these monitors, by the way, are very cheap. They're Philips, they're quality. These two work on 12 volts, the other one on 220, and they cost like around $150 or something like that, even cheaper than that, I think. And for that price, for this size 22 inch TV slash monitor, it has HDMI and whatnot inputs, even VGA, but it's also a TV by itself. So great value for the money. Of course, you won't be able to buy this. You can go to where you live in a store and have thousands of TVs slash monitors to choose from, but just what I'm using, and that's what I'm telling. So this was it. Again, it will go to the next screen, to this one. I really like this. I like the detail. You see the detail. Even the belt is a ripped belt. I think you call it ripped belt. It's a little hard on the video to see. I think it's too dark. But anyway, I put the links to the product. Yes, to the product, and you can go and check it out if you like. You will also find a lot of YouTube videos, and it's just great. I mean, I wish I could buy it. Let me show you the back of it. I mean, I can see how much work goes into it, even just designing it. And this is the flywheel. It has an electro starter. It has an electro motor. Yes, electro motor to start it up. I mean, you don't have to push, pull, or something like that. You push a button and you start it. And this is the inlet, the air inlet. And what would be nice on this would be a scoop like this one. So that would be nice. Imagine a scoop like this on that engine. That would be just awesome. But I probably will not be able to buy it. So, and sometimes I do not lose interest, but it slips your mind. And then I also wanted the DJ Osmo Pocket, the small camera with the gimbal on it. I wanted that too, and I couldn't buy it, and now I don't care anymore. So, but this would be something I would really like. So, if you want to send me any donation towards just this, not anything else, just towards this, and I also want to thank you for the donations I got for the cats, and those went to my wife, and she buys the food for the cats. Oh, and also, oh boy, this is getting a long video too. Anyway, I want to mention it. Somebody asked me why we have so many cats. Well, because they talk to each other. You feed one, the next day you have two that you're feeding, the next day you have three that you're feeding, and it goes higher and higher. Very few of those cats are actually our cats. The other ones, they just adopted them themselves, so they just joined our family. And I mean, we love cats, and whichever cat comes to us gets fed, and they know that. We have even neighbors' cats come to us and eat with ours. So, but that's okay. We love them, and we do care for them, and we help them as much as we can. So that was the cat. I think this was it. I will finish the video with this. So thanks for watching. Thank you for all your comments, and I did mention it, I think. I'm an affiliate with Banggood, so if you buy it through the links provided, I do get a percentage, and every little helps. And believe me, whatever I get, it goes back into products, in parts, and I rarely buy something for myself. The one thing I would like to buy for myself is most of the time too expensive, so I cannot do it. But that's life. At least I have my dream car now. It was my dream car for the past 10 years. I waited 10 years to be able to buy this car. We had so much going on. We moved from Turkey to Bulgaria. We lost almost everything. We started from new again, and just troubles after troubles after troubles. But finally, I got my dream car, and that car made it possible for me to bring out the uh, CAN bus gauge, CAN gauge micro, and the the CAN V gauge. I always mix them up, even though I came up with the names. But if it wasn't for the car, I would not been able to do it. And I also had great help from Rob. Thank you, Rob, again. And it's just great. And the best thing is, I love what I do. Otherwise, I wouldn't do it. The other day, I told somebody, This is like art. I mean, you don't ask an artist how long it took him to paint a painting. I mean, nobody's gonna stand there and say, "Well, it took me this long to paint this painting." It just because you do it from your heart, you do it because you love to do it, and that's what it is with electronics with me and my few hobbies. And I do not look at how many times or how many hours I work on it. It just I do it, and I'm a little picky. I'm actually pretty picky, and people tell me that all the time. But it's just the way I am. I try to make it perfect. I'm not saying that I am perfect, and but I try my best, and I think it does reflect in my products. And yeah, that's it. I don't know what else to say. So I think I did thank everybody. I thanked again for the people who supported me with the cat food for the cats. And thanks for watching, and take care, everybody. I just hope that all your wishes come to life. Mine not always do happen, but most happen. Most might happen. I don't know. So see you later. Take care, everybody.